Pro Show is back, and we are back with another huge kerfuffle, let's say, and I'm being charitable. Talking about a huge kerfuffle in the Arizona Senate race between Patriot Martha McSally and Taliban supporting Demon Rat Democrat Kristen Sinema. Whole lot of election slash voter fraud going on in Arizona. Now, this story, folks, it is given to us by the Associated Press, so you can give that and this story whatever weight you think it deserves. Moving on. Senate vote count starts to tip into Democratic terrain, and we're talking barely the tippy tip toe 0.5%. Friday, a judge will hear a lawsuit by the GOP seeking to limit that tally are expanded in the state's conservative-leaning rural areas. Four local Republican parties filed a lawsuit Wednesday night challenging the state's two biggest counties for allowing voters to help resolve problems with their own mail-in ballot. What? What? I got to do my little John on that, folks. What? Are you kidding me? I didn't mean to hurt your eardrums, but are you freaking kidding me? I'm going to try to digress and carry on with this story. Yeah, so they're trying to let the voters resolve problems with their own mail-in ballots. If the signature on the voter registration doesn't match that on the sealed envelope, both Maricopa and Prima County, sounds kind of like Broward County and Palm Beach County in Florida, right? They're allowing their voters to help them fix it or cure it up to 5 days after the election. So if the signatures don't match, guess what? Those ballots are supposed to be thrown away because they are fraud. Many other counties only allow voters to cure until polls close on Election Day. Now, talking about election slash voter fraud, in Florida, where the socialists are butthurt and trying to commit massive fraud again, they had 30 minutes to raise an issue for a recount, to request a recount, and they never did it. Heck, in Florida, he even conceded. Now, in Georgia, that socialist skank did not concede, but it doesn't matter because now we are in charge of the polls. And I mean the observation of the polls. Because when Big Ears Barry Obama left, folks, he did a little shuck and jive move. Yeah, because he thought Hillary Rotten Clinton was going to be the president. He sidestepped, the actual laws. And he said that the DHS, the next election, which is this election, which was the 2016 presidential election, would be monitored by the DHS. Well, now Trump's DHS, Kirsten Nielsen's DHS, is monitoring those same polling places. So, in the U.S. Senate race between Democratic Representative Sinema, the Demon Rat Democrat, the Taliban supporter, and Republican Martha McSally, the Patriot, on Thursday, Sinema jumped into a minuscule lead of about 9,000 out of 1.9 million votes. Again, 0.5% lead. Now, 1.9 million of those votes were counted, and after trailing since Tuesday, her lead came from two counties. That's right, from Maricopa and Prima counties. The race remained too close to call. At least 400,000 ballots still unaccounted for. Maricopa County Recorder Adrian Fontes said that county may continue until November 15th. We know there's an urgency out there, but we want to get it right. Not quick, he said. Must be a Democrat. Arizona is notoriously slow at tallying ballots, even though about 75% of the votes are cast by mail. So 3/4 of the votes were cast by mail, should have already been checked, and they're still lagging. Because it takes time to find those dead voters, to find those voters who should have been wiped off the voter rolls because of fraud or either death, but they weren't, because those are all Democratic voters, right? Yes, they are. That being said, good luck, Demon Rat Democrats. Good luck, because now we have our DHS at the polls going over and observing legally every single solitary vote. Now, we know in Florida, we have the lawyer that was in charge, was the person that was shopping around for Hillary Rodham Clinton, the P-Gate dossier, the lying P-Gate dossier. He's the same Democratic operative that is in Florida to help them try to get away with fraud once again. I don't think it's going to work. I think now we're in a different era. Now we are into enforcement. Now, like I told you guys a few days ago before the election, I told you on the last video, right? The last video before the election, told you that Jeff Sessions, hell, I've been telling you this for the last couple of weeks, that Jeff Sessions would be out a day after the election, and he was. Now, we have Rod Rosenstein in a box because we have our man, Whitaker, as his boss. Now, I'm sure Rod Rosenstein thought that he should have been entitled to just move into that position, but he's about to be investigated. He's about to, and it may take a few weeks, but what Whitaker is doing, folks, the acting AG at the DOJ, what he is doing now is he's going through that place and he is firing. He's going to fire. It may take a few weeks, but he's going to fire each and every one of the deep state plants, the operatives of the lying left. He's going to keep firing people till he can actually find somebody that will do their job, devoid of politics. Just the facts. So that's what's going on. We have a whole lot of election/voter fraud. We have the attacks continuing at Tucker Carlson's house. And trust me, they are just the tip of the spear. They are basically there to get the coordinates and the layouts for the kill teams. That's right, the kill teams of the deep, dark state. A lot of those kill teams are full of MS-13 members because that's what they do. They kill for the Demon Rat Democrats, and then they are given free reign to just do whatever they want to in the blue state locales. So that's going on. The Demon Rat Democrats, they will fail, folks, because we knew what they were going to do. Not QAnon, but actual factual people that really exist. People that you can actually source their information. I told you guys a long time ago, you can't trust anybody you can't source, because I was asked about Q. I was asked why I never referred to any of Q's information, because I don't trust people who are anonymous. I don't trust people who I cannot source their information. I've never trusted Q and never will. But you can trust me, folks. You can trust the information that I give you because I document all of my information. I source all of my information. I triple source it. And all you have to do is ask me, hey, Joe, where did you get this information at? And if I had not already provided it within the video that you're watching, it will be provided, because that's how I roll. If you guys want to support the show, you know I have been demonetized and attacked by Google, by YouTube, by the deep dark state. But if you want to keep the free, fair voice of the ACP 313 free and fair and available, please think about supporting the show. And a nice, stylish way to do that is to shop at the ACP 313 Factory. It is my Teespring store, where you can find all of your favorite ACP 313, the anti-COINTELPRO Show logos, with some really nice quotes on the back of several of the designs. It's a William Shakespeare / Joe Wayne combo quote. And it goes like this: all the world's a stage, and we all play our part. Which part will you play? Victim or victor? Controller or slave? Now the first two sentences, or the first two parts, were, of course, William Shakespeare, and the last three sections were my own little addition. I think it fits quite well. And again, if you want to support the show in a stylish way, right on time, just in time for just in time for Christmas, then a nice way to do it, a nice way to actually have something to show for the support that you have given to the show that you want to continue, and that's the ACP 313, the Anti-COINTELPRO Show YouTube channel, and the anti-COINTELPROShow.com news site. If you want to keep it going, folks, if you want to fund the real resistance, if you want to fund the resistance to tyranny, and if you want to look good while you're doing it, then please think about supporting the Anti-COINTELPRO Show at the ACP 313 Factory. This is Joe Wayne. Thank you for your continued